Marcando la diferencia, lo de hoy, lo del momento. El centinela del espacio. La sombra. 100 alma. Tranquilo.
All right, we're back. You've waited all week for your dose of ... stupid.
Quiet down, dummies. I'm talking.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
Shut up, dummies.
I refuse to talk to his face through his face. 5, 4, 3. Oh my God, Justin, that's my favorite. How did you get that behind us? And
Magic.
oh my. By all means, feel free to at home or wherever you happen to be, on a bus, on a roof, looking longingly at the street below. Look, you feel free to count down. 7, 6. I hope there's a delay and I'm off and I'm really upsetting somebody. 3, 2,
there.
1, and then here comes the entire crowd. And it's the best. That's how you kick off a show, making annoying sounds into a microphone.
Yeah.
5, 4. Oh my God. Don't, if I keep doing that, just stop me, okay? Hey, everybody's hashtag WrestlePals. Holy crap, I forgot to do an intro. I got so distracted by the happy behind me. That's literally on the wall. How did you get it in there? That's weird. You touched it, it goes so smooth. Like, I want that for everything. Don't lose that one. I want to keep that one forever. It's always applicable. It's hashtag WrestlePals, everybody. It's a show. It's about wrestling and I guess pals. I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. He's pantomiming because I haven't said his name yet. Whose name? Hashtag WrestlePal Justin. He is a real man of science.
Real man of science.
You're actually more understandable than whoever's doing the lyrics in the Dakota Kai theme, which I'm okay with. Like, can you make any discernible words? Hi, Justin. Hey, do you want to know who I am? You want to know? You want to know?
No.
Uh,
Yes, of course I do.
it's smart.
Because
really.
we don't talk the rest of the week.
Hello.
326 texts prove it.
Those aren't all yours. Not all of them. Most of them. I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate. I live as a secluded recluse, a recluded recluse. I don't know.
I gave away your secrets today.
Huh?
I gave away your secrets.
What secrets?
A little bit of ramen. Oh, hey, Adam.
Oh, hey.
What's up, dude? Up on the Twitch. Good to see you.
Hashtag. Don't forget. You can look at that. Another hashtag taking off for you. Real man of science.
Real man of science. Also,
Do you have to sing it every time I say it?
yes. Also, ladies and gentlemen, never forget, today is hashtag Nate Appreciation Day. Happy Nate Appreciation Day. Oh, you scared Dakota. She went away. Are we really pals? Yeah, kinda.
Oh, jeez.
I'd love to be Nathan's pal.
I'm a monster and an awful person.
He's a monster!
Go ahead, say eat. Go ahead, say it. Say
Ramen?
it. Because I would say I already have. That was a lot of ramen.
Good. Good for you.
I'm too old. Oh, man, I'm too old for it. It hurts. It hurts. Like, it shouldn't hurt. It was such a throwaway food as a child. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have some garbage. Here we go. Now I'm old, and it's like, I'm going to have some garbage.
Oh, God.
God, I had some garbage. Remember, I think it was probably 4 years ago, you fed me a Twinkie Wiener sandwich, but instead of a real human hot dog, you gave me a turkey dog.
Yeah.
And you had some weird dark yellow cheese sprayed.
That's what you put on there. The whiz. You put
The whiz is fine, but this was it couldn't decide if it was a spray or a spread. It went on you ever see spray asbestos, how it clings to stuff. Okay, end of Ghostbusters 2 when they're coating the inside of the Statue of Liberty. That's what this cheese looked like. It was weirdly
Nathan,
translucent. And yes,
have you been sleeping with it? Naughty.
It's always the quiet ones. It's the best line of the movie. It's the best. Oh my god! You know it was improv. That makes me happy.
No.
It could not have been written. Show's over. Well, the wrestling happened.
By the way,
oh Jesus!
So before we get into the show proper,
there's no proper. Come on, man.
Yes, Kentucky Dick Piece sandwiches are the best. They are the best. But a Twinkie Wiener sandwich. You know what's really wrong with the Twinkie Wiener sandwich?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what the actual thing that's wrong with it?
Consideration. The cream.
The Twinkie is the problem.
Is it?
The Twinkies are garbage.
I think they are. They are. Yeah.
They taste disgusting too. They're not just bad for you. They're gross.
Cheese on a hot dog. It's I can get with this. This is all right.
Yeah.
It's a step above bologna. It's a side move from bologna. This is lateral bologna.
The problem is that I remember
There's your
Twinkies being
hashtag.
delicious.
Lateral bologna.
I remember the Twinkies being delicious.
Well, because you were a kid and you were stupid.
That's true. Same thing with moon pies.
We became adults and then we discovered the frozen moon pies.
Frozen moon pies are kind of the jam.
And they were kind of great there for a while. But you think we're going to get to 60 and be like, nah, these ain't good no more, man.
Maybe.
They make my poop green. It makes me sad.
So one other thing before because since Chris brought it up, Kentucky Dick Piece sandwich.
Oh, I just got violently ill and I don't know why. Why? What is in a Kentucky sandwich?
Kentucky Dick Piece. So it's 2 pieces of toast.
Does this have anything to do with Chuck Taylor? Because I got a feeling it does.
No.
Okay.
A piece of fried bologna, a fried egg.
Okay.
And then I like to put a little bit of syrup on your bread, on your toast. But it's also really good with hot sauce instead.
Yeah.
Either or.
No, nobody ever swaps out hot sauce and syrup.
Thanks, Joey.
These are not interchangeable things. No love for my dirty gray shirt? What's up? My makes it hard to chroma key shirt? You really could just put the countdown on my chest.
That's his Debray shirt.
Yeah.
Current.
Yes, it is. My dirty house shirt. What's up? Oh, hey. Oh, for goodness sake. See, I told you. I get notifications on my phone. It's very upsetting. Stares at camera intensely. Gets more intense.
Hey, look at that.
What's up?
Can confirm. Jody asks if, hey, I just heard someone say it was Nate Appreciation Day. Can you confirm? Can confirm.
Who's Ken?
Doe.
Oh.
You knew exactly what I was talking about, Becky. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that too.
We're off the rails. It's okay.
Hey, we almost steered back. What's up?
Here, let me get up this thing because, of course, there's only one thing we can start with.
Oh?
Because oddly enough, it was kind of a slow week.
You know what?
In some ways. As far as big news.
I'll give that to you because it's that lull before the amazing, the amazing that's coming, you know? Ooh. Well, looky there. Live news.
All right.
Ciampa and Gargano might be working together a little bit. Some common goals. What's going on? It wasn't necessarily slow. It was continued momentum. The momentum that happened last week continued this week with shows that again were cohesive and existed in a universe, and it showed in the ratings too. Ratings continue to be nice and strong, which I mean this is their easier time of year, but they held strong through December, man. Through the long dark night of wrestling, they're on the other side, and they're taking those numbers. They've maintained them.
I'm not wearing hockey pads,
and they've gotten gooder. Real man of science.
No thanks, Paul. I got Zions to get me through it. What you drinking though, man? He says beer run. Need one? You need one, Nathan?
No, I gotta go to work in 3 hours. What are you talking about?
Fair point.
Believe me, other jobs I could do drunk. This one, not as much. Uh-oh. I shouldn't know this music.
Yes, you should.
Have you worked out a dance for this yet?
No.
It's not bad as far as themes go. It's just what you've associated with it that bothers me so much. What are you doing? Are you primping? Are you getting nice? You don't have a collar. You have to have a collar to pop it. Hey, yo, shush. Stop it.
Yo.
Hey, what? I thought
Yo.
you had something to say. Justin.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously the Street Profits music, right?
No.
No? I wish. We can't both do Angelo Dawkins. Yeah, we worked on this, didn't we? We can't both be Angelo Dawkins. One of us has to do the weird chest thing, and it can't be me. It's going to
you,
jiggle
dog.
all over the place. It's going to be bad for everybody. Not that there are ratings, but they would be hurt some way, somehow. Also my feelings, but more importantly, ratings. Can't do... Is it... What is it? Shoulders?
It is. It's shoulders and chest.
I don't have a chest. I have like a mush in the front.
Yo.
It's like a big pile of sand, except it's vertical instead of horizontal. So I can't. It hurts. How does he do that? I'm doing this thing.
Because he's amazing.
You do the other thing. Okay, we can. Yes. No, I'm doing this. No. We are both the Angela Dawkins, and you know what? That's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. He's got a place.
He's great.
He is. He's finally got his thing.
Yeah.
Nathan, the live update. What's the matter? You sound upset.
I don't sound anything. I look and feel it. I'm exuding upset. That's different than sounding it. This is sounding upset. Now I sound upset.
I don't understand.
And look upset.
I don't understand. Why are you so upset?
Justin.
Because the live update upsets you that much?
Oh, it's stopping. Good.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, there it is.
Huh.
Hashtag Justin loves Liv.
Yes, this is true. I love Liv Morgan.
Hashtag
Justin loves Liv.
Liv loves Justin.
That's the one. That's the important one.
That's the one that's happening in a weird way. I want you to know how this has affected my life. Not just the weird anger that you're subjecting to every week. Oh, why don't you call me during? I don't know. Could be because there's live updates all week long. Because y'all are friends and stuff. Good Lord. You literally talked more with Liv Morgan this week than you have with me.
That's not my fault.
That is her fault. I'm blaming her. And you. So you can split the fault together.
Somebody doesn't answer 326 texts.
Hold on.
And again, those aren't all me.
Yeah, it's 326. I thought it was 325.
That's the
Someone-
hashtag wrestle party.
Someone texted. God damn it. Justin, what is... Because, I mean, I know you're going to want to get through this.
Mm-hmm.
You want to revel in it. You want to enjoy it. Justin Wilson.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
God, it just choke on her name.
That's so weird.
What's the update?
Everything is gross, Nathan. Everything. Everything in the world is gross.
I agree with you on this.
Well-
I've seen myself.
Except Liv.
Who'd you tag in that?
No one.
Nobody. Of course you didn't.
She hadn't been present all day. I'm just saying. Yo.
Everything is gross. Justin tweets,
Everything is
everything is gross. He lets it sit there for how long? About 18 seconds?
It wasn't long.
It wasn't long. He was like, whoa. I need to clarify, for the people in the back. I got to get batteries for the megaphone because I don't give a shit about the strippers anymore. Make them mad. I don't care. I know, right?
I think
It's a good move.
Liv would be a great hashtag WrestlePal.
Yes. Well, I would like. Does that mean she's have to come over to this house? That'd be weird. Like, what are you doing here? Existing in real life. Stop that. Justin tweets, everything is gross. He thinks about the implications, because
Because of the implication.
because of the implications, and tweets immediately, well, everything except Liv. Just being consistent. Not just, it isn't just commitment anymore, Justin.
Hashtag. It is
It's-
hashtag. It's funny you mentioned that word, hashtag commitment. Nathan.
Go ahead.
That's hashtag commitment.
Not only is it hashtag oh, it's actually a nice picture. What's up? Hashtag commitment.
They all are, Nathan.
Hashtag commitment.
Take that surprise out your voice.
How? It's hashtag consistent because he's never faltered. He's never wavered. He waxes but never wanes. He's Justin Wilson. It's actually not. Whoa, easy. Watch with that thing. That's how somebody
Weird
gets.
flex, but okay.
Okay. Flex Wilson. It's not a bad name. Like a Flip Gordon.
But here's the more important
Flex
thing.
Wilson.
So, the retweet at this point doesn't surprise me because it says her name.
Easy.
Because it says her, even though she hadn't been active, it doesn't surprise me because it has her name in it.
Mm-hmm.
So she could have easily just popped on Twitter and
Let me go
except
search
Liv, what's this
myself.
mean? Oh, I'm guessing it was at the top of her timeline. No, but here's the thing.
Because
Here's
she
the thing.
follows you. Okay.
Here's the thing.
Surprise, surprise. I have a live update too. Continue. Carry
Okay.
on.
So-
I want you to marinate in the back of your head, planting a seed, deviousness.
So, somebody tweets, replies to her and I.
Wow.
Why does she reply and retweet you so much? So it's now getting noticed by
It's noticed. People follow specifically.
hashtag ghouls. Oh, that's
Yeah.
hashtag 6 hours. I can read, I swear. I thought it said hashtag ghouls. I was like, yeah! Ghouls are the worst. Yeah, 6 hours is long, Frank.
Dude.
All right, Christopher Brown asked a question for you. Yeah, have you had a chance to look at the uncensored version of Sasha's Instagram post before she took it down? Oh, actually, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she dropped a bunch of S and F bombs, and
The hell? What had happened?
she was mad at
Someone's just sending you live Jeffs.
That's her. She was about to wrestle Emma of all people.
Fantastic.
Nicely done, Adam. Nicely done.
You've made him happy. Stop that.
She made me happy.
Hold on. Go ahead. Because
So-
we ain't done.
So somebody,
Yo.
Somebody's
yo,
asking
hey,
me-
You know where the breaks are in the song. God
Somebody-
damn it.
somebody was asking me
Mm-hmm.
why she replies and retweets me.
Not
so
asking
much.
her because he already knows he's not getting some sort of response from her. He's just very concerned that obviously you must be her cousin or something weird like that.
Nope.
What are you, distant family?
No.
You marry her sister?
Now, if you've been listening to the show, you already know that I'm your favorite's favorite.
That was a good one. I was proud of the weird confa Justin that happened there.
Hashtag confident Justin still lives. I just kind of need.
LIV?
Yeah. I just still need to. I need to slim it down, man.
Sorry. I
You
rolled
only
my
live
eyes
once.
so hard I almost. So they're asking you now how does one get retweeted by one Miss Liv Morgan? Because they definitely want to be not only followed, but they would immediately seize upon DM opportunities and be all about some ghoulishness. I am sure. That being said, Justin, my addendum to your Liv update. Justin just writes everything is gross, well, except Liv. Two tweets in a row. She retweets both of them and is like, you can tell she just had like a little bit of a, that's cute.
Yeah.
God damn it. Try not to curse, but this makes me happy. Real man of Zion. I just want to make you have to sing with me.
Real man of science.
I didn't know you would finish the drink first and just sing well. I was hoping for. I've started to get weird random follows now, Justin.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because for some reason you choose to interact with me on Twitter, and
Mostly because you're my friend. But
most. Sorry, that's rude. I don't mean that.
both rude and abrasive.
It's like a coarse sandpaper with an attitude. What's up? They've started following me now, Justin.
Good for you.
I'm sure. Well, I don't want this. I don't need or want attention. Do not like. Do not enjoy. I really.
So
do.
you're saying do not at the Nate Project.
with Justin's stupid hashtags. Hey, I follow your dude. What gets followed by one Morgan? I want her to follow me, so I'm stalking you as a way. They're using me as a way to get to him to try to get to her. It's ridiculous. Liv loves Justin. Why do I want to know? Get out of my whatever this thing is. Get off my Twitter lawn. Mad. Weirdly proud, but mad. I'm so happy because I just look at there's like 4 of them, and they're like little profile pictures are all just Liv with her tongue out. It's like, oh God.
Yeah, there's lots of those.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to sure follow along. Maybe like hashtag WrestlePals. It happens, I guess. Nah, man, they're just looking to get to you through me.
Weird.
Science. Oh, cool. I'm down. So that's my Liv Morgan update. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's expanding into the. It is a universe here.
See, just like I was talking about, how I enjoy the connected universe. The
You and I exist in the same universe outside of the show.
God, no. I just want to cease for like 6 days. 6 days and 21 hours.
Ellie says, Nate, accept the love. Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day.
I don't think I have to do that legally.
You guys can get in on that hashtag Nate Appreciation Day.
No, you can't. Yeah, why don't you go through Liv Morgan to get to him to get to me? How about that? Tweet her that. Go ahead. And then she'll search and be like, what the hell is this? Oh, my favorite is tweeting about it.
Chris says, I saw that Nate started following Nate's Mohawk on the Twitter.
Oh, it happens. What's up? Look, occasionally I press buttons and things happen. Who knows?
All right, so let's get a couple of these in here. Dun, 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 dun. How about Sasha's not nude blackout? That is weird. Like, I was wondering why Raw blacked out. It's because Sasha's whole butt was out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like, she's had, as far as outfits go, like, some of the weirdly skimpiest stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's small, yo.
Joey Begley asks, is it me? I'm more excited for NXT Saturday than the Rumble. That comes around like every WWE pay-per-view.
Okay, and that's a good feeling, man. It's the whole thing of NXT is it's kind of counter-programming, and it fills out the weekend. Do you want 2 days of Rumble? I mean, they're expanding it to 6 hours, right? That's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot cleaner, a lot easier to do 2 days, but you can't break the one show over 2 days. Well, why don't we have this other brand do it? I'm excited for it.
I mean, last year's Rumble was good.
They've done that with Mania. It's a Mania week, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But every other company's getting in on it. Well, we're going to run a show on Saturday. We'll run on Thursday, Friday, and it'll fill out Monday, Tuesday. We'll do one on Wednesday afterwards. So it's a whole big thing, full week. Well, why shouldn't WWE seize on that opportunity and say, well, we're going to program 2 of those days.
And now they do it.
And they're ours. Thank you much.
They do it for 5 a year, the big 4, and then randomly. I think it's usually like Backlash, like May. But yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a scary one, though. Because that's when NXT can really, like, take over.
Yep.
It's like, Backlash better be hardcore. You better have Justin and Matt in the crowd. Searchable, I know. Searchable.
Just saying.
So damn
It's
searchable.
so easily. Brian says, I saw hashtag LOL fantasy booking that Becky may enter the men's Royal Rumble because she's the man and win it. Got to be honest, I want 2,000% of that.
Dude. I forget it. Like, Becky had a nasty tweet this week and made me happy. Someone said, I know she's called the man, but, she's not really, a man. As though, everybody had questions. And her response was something along the lines of, I've actually shaken hands with Steve Austin. He's room temperature. So I was surprised.
Some nicknames aren't accurate, like Ronnie's.
Amazing.
Ellie, who else has got the man jumping Carmella and taking number 30 spot this Sunday? I guess if she goes on early and loses to Asuka, I could see that happening. But can he put...
That's the most... I feel like the women's Rumble is the most wide open booking.
Yeah.
I mean, the men's feels like it could have some wiggle room to move around, too. I mean, I thought last year was a fantastic surprise with Nakamura winning and giving credence to the WWE title by him choosing that one. And it wasn't the knockdown drag out that we were kind of hoping for at Mania, but at the same time, it gave credibility to the title. It just sucks that it went on that early, and it sucks that it was the beginning of a 3-off. How many matches did AJ and Nakamura have? Like 30, 40?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
There was a couple.
And they got better as they went along. And we got the weird low blow Nakamura, which I
loved.
I did too.
Yeah.
Because it was so, like, the follow through was the part that I enjoyed. It wasn't just a hit. It was full on, like, we haven't seen low blows this good since China.
Yeah.
Like, China's was from behind. It's like she's going to reach up and palm your face with it. That's how
Yeah.
deep it was. Nakamura's is right there with it, but he's like, he follows through almost like with a yell, and he's like, "Roar!" It's a rising uppercut, yo.
Sure, you can.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I for a moment, I started to question. I was like, hold on, who are you talking to? Stop that. He's right. And then I thought about it. It's like, oh, yeah, he's right. Justin.
All right, hold on. Frank said the David Crockett Cup was 2 days. My question was, those checks real? What checks? And then Seth or Roman wins some. Roman's not back yet. He's not going to be coming back yet. At best, Roman is post Mania, but I don't think it's. I don't think it's anytime soon, man.
I think they give him a full long time at the very least, and they save it and savor it, and they let some of this.
It's going to be years
because we're in a weird building period with the whole. I mean, that gets into some of what we were going. Or one of the stuff I threw out there of WWE is anxious to pick up a lot of talent right now because there's other people out there that are interested in picking up a lot of talent right now.
Still don't think that's true.
I know, but I mean, it's the better story.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Sometimes the lies are the best stories. It's the best. Who was that?
Huh?
Oh, okay. Like, what are you? Okay.
What?
As far as Roman coming back, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking of a timetable in my head. I don't think he's back before Rumble next year, at the earliest. And I think even if he's well sooner than that, they save it for that. It's a hell of a feel-good moment. That music will hit, and people will lose their damn mind. I don't think they're going to bring him in for a one-off or a run-in or a I'm here to save my buddies kind of deal. It's going to be a big deal, and it has to be all just him. He can't be associated with Dean. He can't be associated with Seth at that time. It has to be all about him, and it's his chance to kind of break those ties. They could really use it as a chance for him to just be him.
Yeah.
That music is going to be his. We're not going to hear any even facsimile of it with Seth anymore or with Dean anymore. They're not going to get any Shield stuff as Dean becomes more Dean.
I think
and
that's
Seth becomes more Seth.
The one positive thing about, I mean, if you can find a positive thing about leukemia, Roman getting leukemia, or having it coming back. Yeah, I know. I hate that.
That's a rough sentence to have to say, but I trust you to navigate through because I know you mean well. Go.
They're all going to be completely separate now because that last Shield run hurt all three of them.
Yeah.
Like it
was the way to get Roman up and over, and it didn't have quite the desired effect, but it did enough of what it needed to do. And
it damaged the hell out of Seth, who was like
Seth was natural babyface, man.
He was the hottest thing in the company going into last summer,
and he's working hard to get back there, and he can and he will, and I feel sorry.
People were super fired up for Dean when he came back too.
And he's got a lot of potential for growth where he is now too.
Absolutely.
I still feel he gets killed by that commentary.
Yeah.
If they just, I wish they would just like lie. Just lie. Who's this dude? I don't know. And just Renee goes, he's a handsome fella. Just give us a little like, hey, and there, I don't know. So just so garbage fans like me can be sitting on the couch. Hey, she's married. She's married. So the casuals go, I don't care.
Yeah,
why are we watching this?
That's the thing is why
she's married to him.
The casual doesn't care, and the hardcores know.
And the hardcores are like, come on, man. Let's not make this awkward for Renee. Let's just let her do her gig.
Destroying her credibility.
The fact that that's what ends up needing to be acknowledged is not a good thing. It's like, oh, what stood out for Renee this week? Doesn't matter what she does. Doesn't matter what she says. It just matters if Corey gives her grief about, hey, well, I mean, you go home with the dude every night. Well, we're on the road every night. How about that?
Well, and she can be terrific. Like, I really enjoy her in the spot, but she still hasn't really spread her wings.
Yeah.
We just did the pre-tapes for NXT Arrival, which you were invited to. Don't roll your eyes at me. You just didn't open any of those 326 texts.
Can you do a run-in on Skype? What would that be called? A Skype-in? Oh, that's just Skyping, isn't it?
That's just Skyping.
God damn it.
But that's how we do the pre-tapes via Skype.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
This guy.
What?
I wish I had those Bugs Bunny signs, like the screwball.
Just put it up there. It's going to be fun.
That's true. But
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
the run of tapings that we did was when Renee started coming to the commentary table.
Ooh. How does she feel fresh as compared to now?
Like she was just out there, just saying whatever. Like it's a little cramped. It's a 4-person booth,
Right.
and it's only for the women's matches. So it's like
The girls will be with the girls and the boys with the boys.
it's only right and natural, Nathan.
I would have said it and it's okay. But you know what? You saying it's better.
But you could tell that there's lots of room for growth, and eventually I think she does take that 3rd spot, and then she does some main event and a couple other things, and here we are now. But she's quick. That's the thing.
Do you feel like she's lost a little bit of a step?
Well, she just keeps getting jerked around. Like with her job, I guess I'm just going to be backstage, Renee. Oh, well, I guess I'm doing Talking Smack. Oh, well, I guess I'm hosting the pregames, which, by the way, Talking Smack and hosting the pregames is what she's like 100,000%
She
the best at.
made it specifically her thing.
Yeah.
You had the revolving cast of characters, and it's like, yeah, I didn't care about whoever was coming back.
You know who's not good at that?
Who?
Coach.
You know who else is bad at that? Pete Rosenberg.
Yeah.
You know who is great? Sam Roberts.
I like Sam Roberts.
I like Sam Roberts. He's a dude who just loved wrestling. It was like, hey, I can do stuff. And they're like, all right.
She's a good pilot.
Yes,
That's the thing.
she steers the conversation very well.
So it's like she's quick as a whip. She just hasn't had a chance to be quick as a whip. I don't know if she's just not comfortable. She feels like there's reins on her. I don't know what it is. But
No, it's Dean.
and that's what's anchoring her right now is the fact that Corey keeps bringing that up. I don't know if somebody's just in his ear. Hey, mention that. Oh, mention Dean. Or if he's just trying to be funny. I honestly have no idea, because anytime anybody mentions, the script to Corey on Twitter, he goes off about it. He's like, this script doesn't exist. So if
Well, then it's him.
yeah, if there's no script,
You're taking responsibility for it.
then don't do that.
Where does kayfabe end, and where does you and Dick begin?
Don't do that. Because not only is it just, it's not even bad guy thing.
Is he trying to find his place as far as jabbing? Because his thing has been be under people's skin a little bit. And whoever he's with, he has to be an equal opportunity agitator. And it fit with Saxton is amazing.
Yeah.
And he's had those good fits with other people too. Cole is too good for Graves to get under, but Graves still has his place. But that gives 100% of his focus to Renee.
Well, then maybe they
And-
need to take Graves off of Raw.
No.
Would you rather keep Renee and let her spread her wings and be who she can be?
You know what? I struggle with it because it's one of those things of you got two that are very good, but they may just not work together. And that's okay. It happens. And there are good places for a lot of people, but I don't know, man.
I think McGinnis moving over to Raw would be kind of amazing.
I wonder what their ideas are with him. Because
I think they want to use him as much as Michael Cole is high on Nigel McGuinness.
as well he should be. As well,
Yeah.
everyone should be.
Cole is responsible for Guinness coming to the company.
Is that in that special?
Yeah.
I still haven't watched that yet.
It's wonderful.
Because I remember everybody being remarkably sad when he had retired, and everybody being kind of having that hope, like, nah, I hope this isn't it. hey, it's my farewell tour, and then he was gone, and then everyone was like, he's coming back, and then he just never did.
Yep.
It's like one of those dudes that retires, and this is my last shot, and if I don't make it, and that was the whole storyline, was it's going to be my last shot, and I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And his last shot was taken, and he was out, and he came up.
Hepatitis B, by the way.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Blood.
that's not cool, man. But I mean, there's nothing you could do about it, man. But he was right in that same period as like Daniel Bryan and stuff, man, and all the guys that came out of ROH at that time.
Have you heard that story? Nigel and Bryan?
Mm-mm.
They both got signed by the E at the same time.
Oh my god,
And
that's a spot that McGinnis could be in.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear how fluid and eloquent he is, and how good he is, and how in his character he can be without taking away from others. He extended, which is fantastic for commentary, because he's not supposed to be about himself, which is a place where Graves struggles a little bit, but not that much. Not that much. If anybody makes it most about themselves, it's kind of Graves, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as a lot of like some smaller things where it's like, oh, the commentators are making it all about themselves. Cool. What's happening anywhere other than in the booth? Cool. I guess nothing. It's fine.
Fieldy asks, what's your thoughts on Morrow? I love Morrow.
Morrow puts everything over as though it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, it was one of the takeovers he was doing, and they put a camera like just on him, and they never like cut to it in the show or anything. It was just like a little extra behind the scenes thing, and he's literally jumping all over the place.
Which is why I love McGinnis too. There's a spot in that McGinnis special where they were doing the NXT call, the NXT UK call, and it's McGinnis and Morrow.
Yeah.
And they show the both of them, and they're both up out of their seats, like freaking out. It's kind of the best.
They're two amazingly high energy fans, and they can build off of each other, man.
You know something I didn't notice about Zach Gibson?
What's that about Zach Gibson?
Well, first of all, if you hate him, take your shoe off.
Well, my shoes are off. They're downstairs, but I'd hold them up.
If you hate Zach Gibson, take your shoe off. But did you notice he's a Nigel McGuinness, like, he's an act. Like, he's a Nigel McGuinness act. Like, he's got Nigel McGuinness's a moveset.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even put two and two together until, like, they put it side by side.
Ah.
I was like, oh, yeah. I wondered why, like...
We're gonna get so exposed to a whole bunch of good dudes with that. That was the thing. Just random things. It was just kind of stream of consciousness with a lot of things. Somebody was saying, WWE is gonna ruin British wrestling, and like directed that to Trent Seven, who was like, "Are you stupid? What's up?" I've been more exposed to British wrestling than I've ever been.
Yeah, same.
And it's amazing. And I'm sorry if I'm
I
being
know
selfish.
who Zach Gibson is.
You know who Zach Gibson is?
I hate him, and I want to take my shoe off.
I know, right?
It's kind of great.
It's kind of great.
I love Trent Seven.
I grew my mustache just for Trent Seven. Well, you grew yours for Tyler Bate.
Nope. If anything, I'd shave mine for Tyler Bate.
Ew. Just don't like the way that sentence plays out. But, I mean, yeah, McGinnis came around that same time. And, damn.
Oh.
And I
that's what I was going to tell you.
Yeah, what's up?
They got signed at the same time.
Uh-huh.
They both come in for their physical.
Uh-huh.
Daniel Bryan lies, gets hired. Nigel McGuinness tells the truth, has issues with his elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we can't hire you.
That sucks, man.
He was cleared by his doctor, but not by the WWE doctors. Walter. Austrian, but it looks like he's going to be in NXT UK.
There's a lot of... I feel like that's what UK is kind of
like a collect-all.
Well, I mean, it's a catch-all for everyone that isn't Cesaro.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Cesaro took that spot. Sorry. William Regal's retired. We'll put him as a GM. Cesaro can come in now. Nobody else, though. Nobody. Are you English? Don't lie to me. You're English. Get over there. I'm from New Zealand. Get over there, English. What? He's Australian. I'm from New Zealand. What's wrong? Can't we? My friend here is from Japan. We're putting him in 205.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is your name Umberto? We're putting you on everything. Get up here. Come here. Come here with your dimples. Give me your dimples.
It's a good-looking dude.
Because he's
So young.
He's 18, yo.
Oh, jeez.
Like, come on, man. I'm an ugly dude, but, at 18, I was ugly. It's fine. I'm sure at 18 you looked,
Presentable.
all right. I wasn't going to go that far, but sure. Thank you. Dear God.
What you talking about? I look great. Yeah.
All right.
Shut up. I look great.
All right. Easy now.
It's on our page and everything.
It's the best. It's the best, like, weirdly low-res picture of Kevin Owens. As somebody used as he used it as his dumb Twitter profile. I'm glad I didn't go back later and clean it up, and I left, like, the shirt, so we had to line up our shirts for it.
If you hate Zach Gibson, take your shoe off.
He's okay. But, I will take my shoe off in solidarity. Because that's a crowd behaving as a crowd. Oh, he's a bad guy? Well, the best thing I can do then is boo the hell out of him. Boo.
Toby asks if Kenny Omega will show up at the Rumble. No.
Oh, wow.
Did you see that DM?
Yeah, I did. Somebody DM'd, was it Nick or
Nick.
Matt? It
It's
was
Nick.
Nick, one of the Young Bucks, Nick, and said, hey, is Kenny going to be at the Rumble?
Hey, he told me specifically. He told me that if you specifically message me to tell you that, yes, he will, even though he's under contract for another company.
He will break his contract and wrestle illegally for the WWE. So, go ahead. Take that knowledge. Take that knowledge and go. This is the best. Man, I hope more celebrities do that with their DMs because I'm sure they get inundated. I'm sure Liv gets inundated.
I bet you.
Even with as selective as she is who she follows, you and like 4 other people. I'm sure those 4 other ghouls are like, hey, why is your tongue blue? And I hope she has smart ass answers. Why is your tongue red? Think about that for a minute, why don't you?
My guess would be she just ignores them.
Yeah, I know, but
It's just the other reason
which
why
is
I don't
exactly
slide into them DMs.
which is exactly what Nick Jackson should have done with that guy. But
Yeah.
no, he said no. I deserve entertainment as well.
That's why I respond to the robo DMs that I get.
That's the best. You saw me earlier. I get the robocalls and I answer them. Hello, is Tom there? Hello, is Tom there? And I just act like I'm in horrible pain. He's in help. My
Yeah, you eat. I watch you eat.
I got a bad throat.
What do you mean? What the throat is bent. Yeah, you eat. I watch you eat.
Okay, can we just let them in on that?
Leftovers.
No.
Leftovers.
Do they deserve to be let in on what that is?
The frogs? I'm hungry.
Check out a group called the Frogs.
You'll hate them. It'll be great.
You'll listen because someone will recommend it to you, and you'll be like, "What is this garbage?" And then you'll pick out like 1 or 2 and be like, "This is funny. This is weird." And then you'll listen to more and be like, "Oh God, I'm listening to the Frogs."
It's true.
It happens,
And you'll
man.
be happy about it.
Start with "I'm hungry,"
I'm hungry.
and my goat just died today.
I'm sad because my goat just died today.
And what was the other one? Who sold the drugs to my daughter?
What if you gave my daughter the dope? Come on, you cokeheads. Teach me how to cope. I'll cope. Oh, boy.
Dear God, it's not even Friday. It's Frogs. What day is it?
Wednesday.
Frogs Wednesday. Hashtag Frogs Wednesday.
This Zions is making me sweaty.
Dude, it gets hot up here. It gets cold up here when it's not just me. Mm-hmm. Because I'm evil.
Jack. J-C-K.
It's nothing but Frogs references. I have no knowledge base, but you've put it into my head.
You're welcome.
I've heard you sing these songs more than I've heard them sing those songs.
You got a lot of nerve asking me for banana.
My tummy hurts. Why do I know this? Why do I know this?
Because you should watch that if you haven't.
Watch what?
Camping trip.
I know.
They're marigolds.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Oh, jeez. So at this point, before we get back into whatever conversation that we're in, I'm not saying we didn't plan anything this week.
We got some basic ideas, but again, it's a momentum week.
Yeah.
And a good building momentum week
And next
to
week-
a big event.
Next week we'll be talking Rumble, but feel free to continue asking us questions. We love answering them questions, Jack. Toby asks, do you think Finn Balor will win the championship this Sunday against Brock Lesnar? Now, my gut and heart say no
Yeah.
because it's Brock versus Finn.
Right.
Television says otherwise.
I know, right?
Everything they're on doing on television says Finn's winning.
Who took the last beating? You looked strong coming out of it this week.
Finn always does, though,
Well, I mean, yeah.
because them abs, though. But
Poor Ellie. I'm so
he's been on a win streak for like last 2.5, 3 months.
Yeah, but you do get a win streak before you get put down. You have to look credible before you get put out. Who looks strong with the go home between the two of them?
Well, it's hard to argue against Brock because Brock is Brock and he's a freak. So, but he was out there.
So,
and
Brock
interfered
ended up
in the
looking
match.
strong, right?
Yeah.
So that would say Brock should be losing on Sunday. He's not gonna. I'm sorry. I don't think they would have Finn win without. I hate to say this. I don't want to make it gimmicky without busting out demon stuff. But that also says to me that they have some faith, some sort of, for lack of a better term, kayfabe weaponry with the demon paint that they can break that out to step things up. You know, no mention of demons. Not even said anywhere. So it's gonna be okay.
Just choking off.
I think Finn's losing to get to Mania, to get with Brock as champion.
Yeah.
What they do from there, it becomes a little more up in the air. Who's it going to be after that? Is it going to be a Rumble winner going after Brock, or does the Rumble winner go after whoever happens to be the champion after? And we have another one before? We still have like a Fastlane or something, right?
Yes, we still have Fastlane.
Oh my God! See, look at
Mania.
this. Like years in, finally
we got
learning the orders
two.
of pay-per-views.
Chamber.
Oh, for God's sake! Yeah, I think Sasha
Chamber
was
and Fastlane.
Sasha was kind of upset. I think that's
On
the
ENC.
yeah that it was 3 weeks for a build, 3 weeks for a build, 4 weeks to Mania. How are you supposed to tell a story in that length of time? That's not a lot of time,
Yeah.
and it really isn't.
No.
I mean, you can do your best though, and they're doing better at telling stories than they have in quite some time. I believe more in Finn than I would have at any time in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And his charisma just pours off the dude, and it's pretty fantastic. But I think it's just a step. This is the last appearance by Brock until Mania, and I think Brock's going to win, and they're going to keep Brock as this big thing. What can be dethroned, unless they decide at the last minute, nah, we're not going to pull the trigger on anybody. I would hope they have like a. I'm sorry for sniffling. I hope they have like a big feel good moment at Mania. But does that feel good moment end up being Finn losing at Rumble and then going on to Mania with the demon, or does he go to Immolation Chamber? Jesus Christ, that'd be a hell of a show. Very quick though. Does he? There. See, look at this. See this. See this. Sorry. Does it give Balor a loss here so he can break out the demon for the next in the series with him and Brock at hold on, Ingernoble's chamber? Is that where it happens? Or he breaks out the demon and then ultimately loses?
Honestly, I want.
Or do we?
If the demon's going to continue to be like a big thing, Mania.
Yeah, I want a demon entrance at Mania.
Yeah.
I want Undertaker to not be there, and I want the demon to take that place.
I would love for that to happen.
That would be fantastic.
There's Drew could win the Rumble. To me, like the weird thing is,
Here comes the conversations. How wide open is the Rumble? Who has the possibilities?
It's much more open than it seems. Because Brock is champion. Because of television, I can believe that Finn Balor wins. Do I think he's going to? I don't know.
I think they tell the longer story, or they use this as, and I would hate for it to be a transition for Brock. But if Finn takes the loss and then it's how many weeks till Mania? 3, 6, 10, 12 weeks away, somewhere like that. That's a long time to be sitting on a demon. But waiting. And you have to take the Rumble winner into consideration as well.
We'll see. My guess is somebody from SmackDown wins the Rumble.
And again, I thought that was...
Maybe it's Almas.
It was... Who?
Yeah. Or Ray. Ray's a legend. I'll take Ray and D-Bry at Mania. That's a Mania match.
He got so booed. It made me so sad. Just to make me happy, get me in the mood. I know that sounds awful. I'm sorry. Justin will play some music before the show, and he put on Andrade's music. In the middle of it, it says, Sombra, Cien Almas. To which I was like, these are all names he's not called anymore.
El Idolo.
Have they used that at all?
El Idolo? Not really.
Not really.
Zelina says it.
She says it, and I thank her for, here's the branding, take it. Here's the branding, take it. I wish they'd put it on a goddamn shirt. Put it on buy a shirt.
You're likely right, Toby. I don't think Omega signs with WWE.
Yeah.
This would have been the year. Like, I was halfway there thinking at the possibility of Omega versus Bryan at Mania for the championship.
Whoa.
That's a nice bargaining chip.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the ultimate, hey, we want you to main event at a WrestleMania. Are you interested? It's the crowning jewel of a career.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to ask yourself, how much do you believe in this new product?
Yeah.
That it can be huge without being that. Can you be satisfied with your career if you never go to WWE? It depends. I mean, it's a mindset. Is that the place you want to go? Did you grow up in the 80s where that was the thing, man? You're striving to make it to there. Or have we evolved into a new era where it's like, I want to be the best I can be, and I want to grow a company with me instead of I want to be the best in that monster over there, you know?
Ellie says Miz SmackDown Rumble win would be fun. Is Miz going to be in it? He's got the tag match. And it
I don't
looks,
know, man.
all signs are pointing to either Miz versus Shane.
Which would be a fun little grudge match if they wanted to. I don't know. I've kind of liked face Miz.
Or is it...
He didn't yell at you in that Fooders parking lot.
No.
He gave a look like, I can't believe Dolph Ziggler is yelling at Justin Wilson.
No, he did the thing, all I was asking from Dolph. Thanks, dude. And then kept going. That would have been cool.
He was a bad dude at the time, too, right?
Yeah, that's all I was looking
He could
for.
have smacked you in
Thanks,
the
dude.
face and you would have been like, that's appropriate.
Yeah, that's what bad guys do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, please
Thanks,
don't
Dolph.
smack. Please don't smack Justin in the face.
Likeliness of this happening, very low.
Connor.
God, heavy machinery was fun this week though.
No joke, dude.
Finn somehow beats Brock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next night on Raw, loses to Drew, immediately turns the championship over. Finn chasing Drew all the way into Mania. Demon busts out the demon to beat Drew at Mania. Drew has a relatively decent title run. Finn gets the chase for a bit. I'm not saying this is my favorite route.
I'm okay seeing them mix it up, but I don't feel like Drew would have that big of a... I mean, Drew could make it work. You give him 12 weeks and 2 pay-per-views leading into Mania, he can make it work like he's a credible threat. Right now, he doesn't look credible. He's not even in the conversation at the moment.
But it's not going to take much.
I know.
That win on Raw would be all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm tired of this crap. Give me my match. Finn being the fighting babyface, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's all it takes.
Sometimes it is that simple. Sometimes when they keep it easy and simple, it works.
Again, that's not my favorite route. It still doesn't answer the Rumble question, but we got this one.
I still think Brock is too big of an asset for them to cash in
But
without it being a Mania win.
The thing...
But how do you do it?
I get what you're saying.
Make it organic and feel good.
Right now, it feels like Strowman's going to interfere. And then that gives us Brock and Strowman at Mania, which I'm fine with if the championship isn't involved. If it becomes an attraction match rather than the championship match, that feels better for both. Feels better for Braun, specifically.
I don't know what you do with Braun right now, man.
I don't
But
either.
yeah, I saw the comments rolling back there earlier. It was, don't want Stroganoff to win the Rumble. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of with that, man. I kind of don't want. Is he officially declared?
No, I don't think so.
I would kind of. I don't know. I love it when it's. We haven't had that. This has been kind of like. I mean, we haven't had that at all for this build to it. They haven't had like. Have they had any like qualifying matches leading into it?
No.
Because that used to be a thing. It was like a cheap, like, okay, we need to fill out some story. Because Raw has been cohesive and large, long form storytelling in it for the last 2+ weeks, which is fantastic. So we haven't had those filler, like, I guess we're going to fight for a spot in the Rumble.
which is fine if
Well,
you do a
they,
couple
they,
of those.
they haven't needed it.
Yeah.
That's been like a Band-Aid. Like, okay, we got to fill. We get these two on the card, and okay, it's going to be for his spot. Oh, here we go. Meanwhile, the roster's like, I don't want to say bloated. It's bigger than it's been.
Yeah. Because, we'll get some NXT show-ups. So
One can hope.
Adam asks, what do you think of the call-ups from NXT, and do you think any of them will win the Rumble? Probably not. So
But he had like Almas made his debut, and it was huge, man.
yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah. So we have EC3. Is Lars over his panic thing, or is he in the doghouse and they're just not pulling the trigger now?
Dude. Okay, so the whole story with that, I don't think we've discussed or covered that
No.
yet. So if you haven't heard, Lars was set to like kind of make a Raw debut,
Yeah.
and the story is he had a bit of a panic attack, freaked out a little bit, left, went home, and whether everybody knew about it, whether he told anybody, or whether he freaked out and just left, he kind of a no call, no show. And if you do that at work, it's usually pretty bad news, right? But we're in a different, kinder, gentler WWE, where, I mean, if he says, hey, man, I'm having some mental issues, I can't hack it right now, they're more likely to be, hey, man, what do you need? How can we help? We want you to be healthy. We want you to be good mentally as well as physically. But, I mean, if this was, 10 years ago, oh, you had a breakdown? Well, get the hell out of here then.
Yeah.
Go home and cry. Bye. So where does that mentality lie? Because one of the rumors for Lars was singles match with Cena and Mania,
Yeah.
with Lars getting a victory, like a big Jericho Fandango kind of like, hey, here's this new guy. Hot damn, he's amazing. He took out John Cena. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Has Cena been like kind of written off right now?
Sort of.
And they have like an injury.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it also, like, on television looks like Cena and Drew for Mania.
Hey, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
That's a great spot for Drew. That would have been a fantastic spot for Lars, and there's still time to build that up.
Yeah.
If they wanted to go with Lars and Cena, or there's always time. As wrestling is a forever revolving, evolving door.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be room and spot for that dude. And if he doesn't get kind of lumped into and here's the NXT people, and you let them kind of stagger in, as Otis does.
God, they were fun.
Yes.
Where's his neck?
It's the best. This is the best. Everything you loved on NXT, here it is in the big city. Some people, when they come up from NXT, they look a lot smaller. But nah, Heavy Machinery's presence is nice and big. And I hope they just do wacky garbage all Royal Rumble long.
Yeah.
If they don't come out with one of them with a steak and the other one with a shake, I'm going to be disappointed. They come out together no matter what.
Plot twist, Hawkins wins the Rumble. Well, it looks like he's in tag team again.
Hey, man.
I love it.
Hey, fills out some tag. Because that gets into kind of one of the topics-ish thing. Rumors of the Revival having asked for the release and what that means and where they would want to go. AEW.
FTR.
I know, right?
Forever the Revival.
But on your way out, here's some. Oh, you're mad? You upset? Don't like where you're at? And we're going to squash you down some even more. I guess. I don't know, man.
That feels like the start of a story to me.
Yeah. Or,
Look,
I don't know.
Look,
Do you blow the Hawkins? Because somebody, I believe it was on Reddit, characterized Hawkins as weaponized kayfabe. And I enjoyed the term so much that it's like, well, I can't resist saying that. That's fantastic. Of whoever Hawkins beats is destroyed forever. So if the Revival are, for lack of a better term, uppity, well, okay, Hawkins beat you then. Bye. We're going to sit you until your contract runs out. We don't care. Beat it. But,
look, I love the Revival, and I do think that they should be, in the champ. But it's clear that they're just on the wrong show, really, is what it boils down to.
yeah.
They'd have a better shot over on SmackDown, where tag team wrestling exists.
Bar and Revival and Bar, Revival and Usos, Revival and New Day.
Yeah.
Any of those, and those are the top three teams over there that you're like, hey, we're kind of tired of seeing them. We see them a lot. Then you see them together, and it's like, they're great. Mm-hmm. You look at Bar, and it's easy to go, I'm tired of seeing them. And then it's
Revival
like,
and the Good Brothers.
Good God, I can't wait to get some more of them.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
the question was still, Heavy Machinery's call up, they're not winning the Rumble, obviously.
No.
Lars, of any of them, Lars would have been, I would have said Lars has a chance.
I still see that being that could be something they could pull the trigger on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a surprise entrance. I mean, and not as a win, mind you.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes going out there and having a good showing, and then building that into a storyline.
That Kane, I'm going to throw 11 people out. Strowman, Roman, they've all done it.
Mm-hmm. Or hey man, that wouldn't be the worst direction for Strowman. Lars and Strowman, two big dudes just beating the hell out of each other. No title involved, getting hung up and stuff. Just hey, if Lars runs out there and eliminates Strowman, gets Strowman out of the picture right quick, and then Lars gets to be the new big guy who gets thrown over the top by 80 dudes, and he just gets mad and destroys things. Quick, easy appearance, and they're like, "Who the hell is that guy? We got to know more." Building into an elimination chamber match. Could be alright, Are you looking for a specific name? Is that what you're doing?
Maybe.
Sinner, huh? I get nervous when you get nervous. I can feel you're nervous. He's so nervous. Look at him. Hey, he likes you. But it's really, you know how you think, I know you know this. Like, they're all kind of, not this dude. He's some kind of all right. And he means well, and it's very pleasant. And it would be good for you. I don't know. I mean, I know who the hell am I to say? But, I mean, come on, man. Just say hey to him. It'll make his life. He won't even bring it to the show. I mean, he might tell us all personally and be like, hey, don't go spreading this around. But, then damn. And he just make a boy's wish come true.
She's not there. Thank you for saying all that. She's not there.
Beat it, lady. Get out of here then. We don't need you. He does. I don't.
EC3, not going to win.
Not going to win. And they've given him a weird, half-ass Chris Masters or somewhere with a narcissist. Somewhere, we were talking before the show. Who today would have thrived in the 80s?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Let's see. Nikki Cross.
He's somewhere between the narcissist and the $1 Million Man. EC3. What's up?
Nikki Cross not likely to win. Honestly, the long shot, Lacey Evans. I don't think so. Again, judging by TV, looks like they may lock her up with Alexa Bliss, who they may be pulling towards the babyface side.
Weird.
And I think that's what the topless thing was about.
Wait, what?
A way to garner some sympathy.
Like, hey, why are they doing this to her?
Yeah.
In like a wrestling fan way or in a general public way?
Kind of a little of both because her privacy was invaded.
It's a strong play. It's a very risky move.
Because you notice they did nothing with that.
Yeah. It was so unnecessary and did nothing as far as stories go.
The very next week, Lacey Evans comes out and gets in her face. It's like, I'm a mean lady.
Oh, easy.
You're short.
Okay.
That was the play.
Hey, keep it easy, man. We don't need a lot of intrigue.
Yeah.
We don't need Mandy Rose's key to her hotel room.
I don't know. I like that.
You know what?
I think that's been a fun story.
What's come out of it? Fantastic.
Yeah.
The glow has been dimmed.
Got to see Naomi fired up. Got to see Mandy Rose play mind games.
We have a story between the two that doesn't involve a title and has some room going into the Rumble.
Which
Mandy Rose can be in the ring like, hey, I'm great. Yeah, what's up? And then the music hits and she gets to go oh my God.
She can hide from Naomi.
Uh-huh.
And then they can be their own separate ways. And then
Sonya tries to butt in and defend her friend, gets thrown out.
Yeah.
Then these two topple over the top.
But on that same wavelength, another women's story on Raw could be Lacey and Alexa.
That's not bad, man. That's all I want is just everybody to kind of be doing something. Doesn't have to be, and the beauty is it doesn't have to be deep, man.
No.
Give me more by giving me not as deep. I don't know if that quite makes sense. I want to be able to, at a cursory glance, go, okay, those two are going at each other. Why? All right, you're good, you're bad, and the bad guy's doing bad guy things. Very simple. We break it down to that. Good guys being good guy, and bad guys just being a jerk. I can't boo, yay, boo, yay. Carry on. Boo, yay, boo, yay. Boo, yay, boo, yay. Tweener. I'm interested. Carry on. And, big dudes. What's up? I'm bored.
Meat slapping against each other.
All his beef in the ring. all this beef in the ring. Is that any tagline for the show?
Should be.
Just,
There's a lot of Vince.
yeah, man. How do you feel about that? We
like it.
we broached that subject. You know what? When he first kind of half came back, it was very very awkward. And I was like, oh, doddering old Vince makes me kind of sad. I don't know if I want. I was fine with 70-year-old Vince. 80-year-old Vince makes me sad.
It's weird how, because the shows have been more cohesive.
He's gotten. Well, he exists. He lords over these worlds, and because he's there, everybody has a focus upwards to that, and everything can exist under that banner.
Yeah.
It isn't just segment. Because, I mean, each segment usually has a producer, and it feels that way, as though there's zero communication between the two. Now, I'm not saying I want Vince necessarily writing every show, but if everything kind of has to go through him, and he's helping make it more cohesive, I'm fantastic with this. Leave SmackDown alone.
I also kind of want. I was listening to Mustafa Ali on Jericho.
Yeah?
Which, by the way, like, I needed more reason to love that dude. God, he's like a good dude. It's like, God damn it. But
I was raving about that when you first came in. I think that was the first thing I broached to you. Did you see that promo?
Yeah.
For the Joe Ali thing, where he, it was back to that like YouTube-y style, man on the street. You got more insight into him as a character. He like drops bits of his backstory in there. He makes himself credible while building up his opponent. The two of us were both amazing. I'm gonna fight you. Here we go.
He said one of the most important things that nobody ever says. I'm kind of watching everybody else to see what they're doing to make sure I'm doing something different. And I think that's a big problem too. I think people do their segment and then leave. And I mean, who am I to say don't do that? I'm just a fan. And who am I to say that they definitely don't?
You can tell when stuff's repetitive, though.
Yeah.
That's been another issue with those segment with the zero communication.
Finn, top star, Seth, top star, both have a sling blade. Why?
I don't know. Who do you give it to?
Finn.
Finn. Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that. Seth's got enough offense.
And I also feel like Seth needs to stop flying out of the ring. That dive needs to go somewhere.
Yeah, man, he's. It feels like he's. If he'd be on that same track that Kenny Omega was with the, not that Omega's not flying out of the ring, but that hey, you're the junior heavyweight. You're our junior heavyweight. Here we go. All right, you've made the transition to heavyweight. You're definitively heavyweight. Not a whole lot has changed, but there's that definitive transition where you don't need as much of the junior stuff anymore.
Let's rely on you.
Yeah, and I gotta say, man, I care far more, and I've said this consistently, I care far more about story than I do about in-ring work. And I know that's sacrilegious to say sometimes, but I feel like so much story is put aside for amazing in-ring action, and I appreciate it, and I enjoy it. That's what I look for when I'm watching New Japan. That's what I look for when I'm watching even at 205 Live. But man, calm down, give me some story. You don't need to be flying over ropes. You don't need to be flying through ropes. You don't need to be putting yourself at risk. Yeah, especially when I feel like dives get so weirdly overdone right now that they don't mean nearly as much.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't look all that great.
Nope.
They look like a dude is like, okay, I'm ready to catch you now. I'm catching you now. I've caught you now because this is dangerous and I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's my responsibility to keep you safe, which is part of the business. But, man, I feel like so much is put on that other dude that it doesn't look, I don't want to say not believable, but it kind of doesn't look believable.
Yeah. Chris says, I'm more excited to see Kofi's Rumble moment this year. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I still kind of want Kofi to win. Now, I know it's probably low percentage-wise, but, man, Kofi versus D-Bry at Mania? This D-Bry versus Kofi?
Think about what it would represent as far as how good the... Because this is a good Rumble season, yo. Because the winner can go two different directions. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the women's. It can go two different directions. It's wide open on a lot of it. Mm-hmm. Or Could be Humberto. Who knows? Well, I mean that seriously.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, not seriously, mind you, but they're willing to go with somebody different and give them a shot. And I mean that gets to the hey, you're unhappy. Well, we need to push you a little bit then to make sure you want to stay here because that's important to us. Kind of thing that seems to kind of be happening. Maybe we'll get to that though. But dude, think about what this Daniel Bryan has been doing. His whole thing against AJ has been consumerism, overconsumption, and it's a garbage gimmick. Daniel Bryan makes it work fantastically.
Yeah.
And makes you believe it, and makes you believe that it is a top of the card contender and a worthy champion, and this is his agenda, and it's important to him, and he's pushing it as a result. Is there anything more, hey, buy our stuff, hey, we do weird stuff, hey, more product than Kofi Kingston and the New Day?
Golly, I want it so bad. I hate to ask you guys this, well, but you did it anyway.
But you did it anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I mean, you had that one moment right after the McMahons, took away the GMs and all that crap a couple months ago, where Big E is eating a thing and looking right at Daniel Bryan. So great.
Eating the thing, you couldn't even tell what it was. He's just
A fritter, maybe,
It could have been a fritter, or it might have been a full steak. I don't know.
bear claw.
He just had a large round object and he was nibbling on it. It could have been a car tire.
Yeah.
Big E's not a small dude. His name's Big, for Christ's sake. Well, also E, but big.
I would just be.
Just tell he was making yummy noises, trying to make everyone uncomfortable. Yummy, yummy.
First of all,
ah.
the match would be spectacular at Mania. Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. And
We'd get single build up until then with two amazing mouthpiece cheerleaders on the outside
yeah,
cheering him on. And Kofi doesn't need to win, but it'd be fun. And
that'd be a massive moment.
We still want Kofi to win.
Yeah. He deserves it, man.
I know.
I don't know that there's ever been anybody who's deserved it more.
If they ever do it, it'll be the first pay-per-view like after SummerSlam. Okay? I'm just saying. It's not going to be anywhere near Rumble. It's not going to be between Rumble and Mania. It's not going to be right after Mania. It'll be like right after SummerSlam. It's like, what are we doing now? We got anything planned? Let's go, Kofi. It's your time, dude. It's your time, kid. I'm 50. It's your time.
Patrick Leonard agrees with you. I agree about needing more story. I think there needs to be a bit more surprise, more unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
Hot Cheetos are kind of great.
For God's sake.
Right now, I say right now. Last night I had the hot fries,
Oh, okay.
the Chester's hot
The
fries.
handicap. Oh.
No, they're
They're the
better
same.
because they're flaming hot.
I don't like this.
The handicap hot fries,
You can eat a bag and be like, oh, that hurts. But I'm still going to go do things.
Yeah.
The other ones, no.
The flaming hot ones are the jam.
I'm guessing that Liv is all about the flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah. Like spicy stuff.
Hold, please. Can you tell me what's in her average diet? Go.
No,
You won't or you can't?
neither.
Well played. I didn't have a play for that. I'll let you go. With a warning. Carry on.
But she does love hot Cheetos.
I know she does. And pizza. I only know that because of you. But I mean, who doesn't? I'd imagine the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, does not like pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
More of a cheesesteak guy. If he's going to have a messy food, I think it's more of a cheesesteak guy than a pizza dude. Virgil will have some pizza.
Yeah.
What? Virgil will have a hot dog. That's what he'll have. He'll eat that Twinkie Wiener sandwich. What's up?
I want to do Twinkie wiener sandwiches again.
I know you do.
But like replace the Twinkie with something that's not garbage.
Like a hot dog bun. How about
Nah,
that?
man. Nah, man. What's the matter with you?
The only answer that I can think of. Ding dongs, yo. Ding dongs.
Ding dongs, yo. Ding dongs. Ding dongs, yo.
But I don't know how you make a bun out of a ding dong. Unless he goes full twirly dog. Saw two ding dongs in half. Make a twirly dog on top of it.
Oh, look,
Cheese
there's a
whiz.
tweet from Liv.
Of course there is. And somebody respond with the same, like, here's a picture of you that I've touched myself to.
Ugh,
Thanks, dudes. Sorry. Oh, dear God. All right, well, moving into the...
Here's the thing.
Yeah? What's up?
Y'all acting like you don't know that, hey, perfection doesn't exist. I'm over here like, perfection.
It's a little dark. Dark. No, I mean their makeup. Yeah. Talking. I'm sorry. It's your fault, too. Yeah, sure. Hey, Justin, how old is Liv Morgan?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Because you know the answer.
No, I don't.
What's her hometown?
I don't know.
Okay, let's keep it more wrestling. Where's she billed from?
Mm.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
She's from Morgantown, West Virginia.
No.
No, that's closer to...
I don't know what it is about a Jersey girl. So my first real
She's
wrestling...
from Newark?
No. My first real
Nobody's from Newark, is
wrestling crush was AJ Lee,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
Jersey girl.
Is she?
Yeah.
I would have not have picked Jersey for her.
Yep.
It feels a little bit more Pittsburghy.
Nope.
A little Pittsburgher.
You're wrong.
Who? Yvonne? Who's Yvonne?
You're wrong.
Oh.
And then it was Bailey. But Bailey was
the-
kind of like,
Definitively Californian.
yeah.
But maybe like Northern California. She's like, she could take a day trip to Oregon. She tweeting you directly? Did you finally get that DM? There it is. There it is. What did she say?
She's active, though.
Oh, it's her
Wednesday.
lawyer.
I like to test myself.
Good Lord. Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So, rumory talk. Are you okay with rumory talk?
I guess.
Okay. But it gets into speculation a little bit. Okay?
You see Nikki Cross's new shirt?
No.
It's like laughing. Let's play.
Jesus. That's terrifying. Have you seen
with
any
Nikki.
interviews with her where she's just like, oh, I'm very thankful and humble?
Yeah.
That's great. Did you know that
She
her...
got married.
Yeah.
I did not know this until,
Apparently she's been dating Killian Dane for like a decade.
yeah.
What's up? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
To both of them. That's good for both of them. You share loincloths.
Oh, before you get into whatever rumors,
Before you... Oh, shit.
I love Liv Morgan.
Just in case she tuned in the last 2
No,
minutes,
just-
she's sending it on another location.
I just want to put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the world needs to know this. In case they didn't know. I love Liv Morgan.
Hey.
Hmm?
Just saying, I've started my new schedule this week.
I love Liv Morgan? That's your schedule?
So I'm going to be off like the Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays.
Okay.
So that means if shows come through here on like Sundays, Mondays, or Tuesdays, I'm far more available.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somehow we don't have anything yet. That's purely speculation. Oh, I wonder
God.
if I have that.
God, look, I could stall all day. I've been doing
I
it
don't
for
think
an
I have
hour
it
and 20.
loaded.
What's up?
No.
Oh.
I have no idea where it is.
You want me to do a live action replay of it?
Because Chris would actually get that.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what it's from.
Oh, good. Oh. Talking with Matt from Ugliography and or Tornado Bait last night.
Mm-hmm.
Said that he was tempted to go to a Shaggy 2 Dope concert that had just come through the area here not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
How have you not mentioned this?
Because I haven't been to any of those shows in a long time.
Okay. And he was talking about the opening acts and their various songs.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, I can't do that. I'm far too mellow for this garbage. He didn't say that. And it is not.
There it is. Yes. Since, I mean, you wanted to talk speculation anyway. No. Stop. Stop right now.
CM Punk
Here, let's redo that so you can hear the whole thing.
This is the best drop you've ever had.
I have some speculation.
I have some
CM
speculation.
Punk might return to face The Undertaker at the main event of WrestleMania 32.
I don't think people understand how big of a deal this is. Wade Barrett isn't some burnt out.
was
in his
burnt
later
out.
years wrestler. This guy's best years are ahead of
He was
him.
burnt out
Reports say
and doesn't
Vince
wrestle
initially
anymore.
wanted to fire O'Neill altogether. Several sources close to Wrestle Talk News, though, have since expressed their opinion
Yeah.
that this entire fiasco is in fact a work.
Oh,
That's all speculation, goddammit. And his name is John Cena.
That's all speculation.
Oh, I
God.
forgot about all that.
Oh, God.
Oh, we haven't had good speculation in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found that. I'm so happy.
That's purely speculation.
I just want to hear it again. No, you don't have to. It's fine. I'll find some more speculation. So, have you heard? Rumors going around that WWE is stepping into acquisition modes.
Okay.
This is usually. I know. But the whole idea is basically that WWE views AEW kind of as a threat, or at the very least a competitor worth noting, and that if they're going to be going after people, WWE should be pursuing those people as well. The rumors are if an offer is made to from AEW, a very competitive offer would be made pretty much immediately from WWE. That being said, I really hope a lot of dudes are going to Cody. Hey, man, make me an offer. I mean, I'm not going to take it, but just make it so I could go, I want to go to NXT and make it $58 million. So if you could just offer me $57.5 million. That'd be cool. If I could do that, that would be cool, man.
I think it's funny that people are acting like AEW has like limitless pockets.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't say limitless, but they're not the smallest of bankrolls with that con money behind them.
Yeah, but how much is liquid? Like how much of it is sunk into AEW actually?
How much did Ted Turner have to throw into WCW?
Yeah.
How much of a controlling partner is the Khan family? How much are they interested in this being either a viable competitor or B a good investment, something they're willing to throw a lot of money at to make it big quick? And
hey, Rich,
is that bad for a company to be big quick? Do you get a lot of garbage in there as a result? Do you end up with an NWO as a result?
Possibly. I see AEW being a success. So let me put that out there.
Okay.
Money is not the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, throwing a bunch of money, pulling in a bunch of huge stars. Like I saw...
It's never the solution.
It's not the solution.
Never.
And everybody's throwing around Goldberg and like all these names. It's like, why? Like, as a matter of fact, that seems very anti what AEW would want.
The story that was won today was somebody on Redbubble. Redbubble. You've seen Redbubble, right?
Hello again, Rich.
Where people put stuff up, usually of illicit design, or steal other people's designs and put them up for sale.
I'm not saying we do that.
Shut up. Shh. It's prefect.
Yes.
It's different.
It's prefect.
Prefect.
Absolutely prefect.
Yeah. But somebody got basically a cease and desist, and Redbubble took their thing down.
Mm-hmm.
It was the design was of CM Punk, and the people that had claimed it happened to be affiliated with AEW. So obviously, CM Punk is coming back to face WrestleTaker under Mania 32.
Underwear Taker? Underwear Taker!
Oh my God, I'm screwing you up too.
Underwear Taker, Kane is your brother!
Good Christ.
Patrick says Khan has more money than Vince, and so did Ted.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened with Ted?
But it has a weird thing going for it. If Cody and those dudes are the driving force behind it, I feel they come from a more altruistic place. I feel like the older dudes who went and became kind of the NWO, once it kind of got bastardized a little bit, it became the hot thing for everybody to kind of glom onto. Mm-hmm. It was about, hey, how much money can I get? All right, I don't want to do the work, but I want to get paid. Also, we're going to throw money at all the problems. Product's fine. Everybody's here to see us. Mm-hmm. Big heads, a bad product. And that's ended up choking it off eventually.
Yes, the Superstation, you understand.
Yes.
The Superstation. 605 on the Superstation.
But I still want to get a wall clock and just leave it at 6:05, just so I can look up and go, yes.
On the Superstation, you understand.
Mm-hmm. But this brings the possibility of people having a viable big pocket alternative, which might make both WWE and force AEW to be a little more open with contract negotiations. Now, it can mean more money, can mean more benefits, can mean more aggressive negotiating available on behalf of the independent contractors, or it could lead to a time when we don't have independent contractors. We have contracted wrestlers who work for a company. It's their career. What's that?
Instead of Kane is the Underwear Taker's brother.
Haynes.
Haynes.
Haynes is your brother.
Underwear Taker.
Jesus Christ.
Haynes is your brother.
Can you just call Sean now and tell him that? Just leave him that message. Good Lord. But
Kind of to your point, though.
just call in the radio show in the morning.
To your
Just
point,
do-
I feel like the big thing with AEW is structurally.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm excited about is the structure that they're putting together,
Mm-hmm.
like benefits and I don't think money's the issue.
They
And
seem more employee focused.
yes, which I
But
think
you have a group of guys at the top that are more altruistic than profit driven.
Mhm.
But profits are important. So how well does that succeed in a profit driven world?
but
are
they're
they-
marketing like madmen.
Yeah, they're really good at all that stuff.
So-
but it isn't their driving factor. Omega could go and get more money at WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to throw everything in the world at them. And they're dumb if they don't. New Japan would love to hold on to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throw everything at him as much as they can, including creative control up to and including. Like even the Bucks went into what they were offered.
Mm-hmm.
They were basically offered like a 3-month trial period. Like, hey man, if you don't like their direction, you could just tap out and this thing gets torn up. No big deal. Also, a ton of money on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were able to say, no, our designs are different than that. The money, it doesn't. We appreciate the offer of creative control. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
That's something nobody gets, man. No, we're gonna go over here and completely control our creativity, and money be damned. Or we're gonna make a lot on our own because we're good at that too.
Yeah.
It's weird finding where that thing is because they're altruistic as all hell. They want to do good, not just for themselves. They want to do good for all of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna shake up. That has to shake up how people look at the structure of the employee-employer relationship.
Again,
I can go be part of a family, or I can go be an independent contractor. Do I want to be a pirate, or do I want to be or do I want to be part of a family? Sorry, losing my own steam. It's because I'm burping up text messages.
it happens. Patrick says, I think AEW will do well, but I don't think anything will ever be a household name like WWE. The thing is, I saw
It's WWE is the Nintendo of
it's never going anywhere. As long as Vince doesn't want it to go anywhere, it's not going anywhere. Cody said on TMZ, like there was a little TMZ interview, that
not Gawker.
that they don't want to come at WWE. They just
Yeah.
kind of want to do their thing.
They're saying everything right.
Mhm.
Everything they've said has been right.
Yep.
And high-minded instead of wallet-driven.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be amazing as a result and improve the wallets of everyone around them. If they're not saying, gimme, 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 and they're saying, hey, guys, let's build. And as long as they don't allow themselves to be, I don't want to say corrupted, because I think they're fairly incorruptible when it comes to their mindsets. But as long as they don't let people that are only driven by that take over and kind of hijack the company, it could be in for some good stuff.
Yeah.
Young dudes,
Yeah.
high-minded, know the business, and think they can do it better, and are willing to put the work in to do better. There's no telling where they could go. And yeah, they specifically do not want to be the alternative to WWE. They want to be the best wrestling company they can be. And they're approaching it differently. That being said, you still have things you have to get.
A
Talent.
roster. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and you know they're working on it. And we talked about that. The build they had for the first All In, they sold out the tickets quick, so they kind of like didn't really need the build they had planned. But it's like every other week, something's getting announced. And I'm sure they'll have more coming as they go. Because I think we're in a time, oh, goodness. Because it was like Brock Lesnar of all people had said something about, hey, yeah, Triple H is a great locker room leader here at WWE because they need it. They're a bunch of P words is what they are. And that's a shoot. Man, Brock. But you know what? It's not about them being, P words. It's about...
You can't say that word
I
anyway.
Can't say it anyway. Yeah, I'm acting like I'm editing. No, I can't.
It's just
It's
'cause you
physically
can't say
impossible
it.
to watch. We're going to try.
Yeah, Joey Ryan, probably.
It's not so much that they're pushovers, man. It's that they care about their fellow workers, and they're more worried about doing right than doing what's right by their wallet.
Mm.
And things like direction and creative control and being used properly and not being garbaged on, man, is important to them. And that means more to them than their bottom line. Shoot, man.
Kind of on that same wavelength. Because Rich Embry brought up Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan almost 100% will be AEW.
It's almost like this place grew just for him.
Yeah, right.
It rose just for him. Came right out of
It
his
rose.
Could you see? Man, you know what? How would you think? This is kind of like weirdly off the beaten path. Do you think AEW would be kind of a weird second chance place for some people?
Maybe.
Well, I don't mean people that have like kind of like didn't hit in WWE, but people like say like an Adam Rose or say like a Rich Swann. Have you seen Adam Rose lately?
No, last I saw, I thought he was retiring.
He looks. He's put up pictures lately of him built and jacked as all get out with a giant beard, and he's apparently well into his recovery. And
AEW bought Bar Wrestling. Is that why they were there?
That's why they were there.
Ah.
Well, hey man, hey, you got a little of that infrastructure? Let me have some. What's up?
You're saying Adam Rose?
Could it be a place for second chances for guys that, Adam Rose will never be back in WWE?
No.
Rich Swann, whatever's cleared up with his weird stuff, he's got a spot on like Impact right now, right? Is that where he's at?
Yeah, in MLW, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Both.
But could you see this being a place, or do you think they would be a little bit more like, nah, you're kind of a reprehensible person? But also, that's a thing. Like, oh, you're a draw? Oh, but you're a jerk. We don't care how big of a draw you are.
Yeah.
We're not going to work with you.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's these are questions that don't get asked, because the thought before was, you're going to make us a lot of money. Get in here. How much do you want? We don't care. Here. Oh, this is affecting this guy poorly who works really hard. Whatever. You're making us more money. By all means, here. Who succeeds where? And where do people want to be if this grows to be something big?
Apparently, the big war right now is Lucha Brothers, because they're under contract and they won't get released. Mm-hmm. AEW's trying to sign them, and they can't get them to. These contracts are weird, because that's why I was bringing up Joey Ryan before. I can't remember who it was. Ivelisse,
yeah. She's contracted for season 5 of Lucha Underground,
which
is never going to happen, and they're saying, "Now we're not releasing you."
Yeah.
That's madness. Because, I mean, it's a little more cut and dry when it becomes a battle between AEW and WWE. It's like, hey, money isn't as good here now, but it can be, and you're free to draw as much as possible because you're going to be in control of your creativity. Mm. Do you want to come to the wild, wild west of wrestling? Or do you want to stay where it's safe and do okay? Or, and that's kind of the debate between AEW and WWE, or even AEW and like a New Japan, or AEW and even an ROH. But man, when you get to some of those weird places, that's the ones I'm interested in seeing, because you might
Callahan.
You might see
draw.
Ooh, is he confirmed?
No, probably not.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, because AEW could have made a play to like try to buy Impact when it was up for sale, but they didn't want to do that. No. They want to do their own thing. But then somebody like a Bar Wrestling, that's not a bad fit to get some branding up under them,
Yeah,
lend some credibility and a little bit of infrastructure. But I don't know. Everything they do is going to be a surprise. You don't know which direction they're going to take. Do they move on from pay-per-views, for lack of a better term, to a weekly show? What happens if and when they lock down TV? Mm-hmm. How long would they contract themselves in for?
Jericho keeps putting it out there. I wouldn't have signed if there wasn't some strong TV deal out there.
Yeah.
So,
what is strong? What do they consider strong? Because,
the chat was saying TBS earlier. The Superstation, you understand.
But...
Mm-hmm.
Fox made that big play for SmackDown, man.
Mm-hmm.
USA could be a little pissed at that. I mean, they're holding on to Raw.
Yeah.
But they've lost SmackDown.
That's right. The Luchas are with MLW.
But
Which, MLW is such a good product. I wish I could watch it more often. I catch it when I can. It's on YouTube, so it's like easily accessible. I just don't always have time for it.
well, I mean, that's important too.
Bar wrestling is outstanding at times, which is funny because that's where the tuna happened. Bar wrestling.
I'm okay with this. Hey, weird. You gave 2 women creative control and they caused a buzz. Amazing.
Impact tried to sell themselves to AEW.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, crazy pool of talent down there too. Is AEW's rise a death knell for Impact?
Possibly. I mean, they're back. Impact is officially back on my radar. They've gotten off my list.
Yeah,
But I still haven't given it the time to watch it. And I don't care how many times I have to say this. Part of that is Johnny Impact being their champion.
yeah.
It's hard to make that commitment.
I very specifically grabbed on for one clip of, and it was titled, and I feel bad for this being what I clicked on. Scarlett Bordeaux gives Scott Steiner a lap dance, and Scott Steiner
Did you
looks.
see who
like
won
he's
her
old.
talent search?
No, I didn't.
She did. She picked herself.
Well done.
It's really good. She's going to start wrestling now, finally.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Long
it's been
build.
like,
What's
yeah,
up?
I love it. Like, that's brilliant. Get some eyes on her. She was like the thread for the whole program. Any channel would be smart to pick them up.
well, I mean, yeah, it'd be good for whatever network, but how much is the network willing to? Because again, we get back to the money question, man. Because those networks are going to want some return on their investment. They're going to want advertising dollars. How much of that infringes upon creative control?
Yeah.
Does AEW get to state, hey, man, we're not taking any ads for this or that or this or that? Or does the network say, shut up, you're on our air, you'll do what we say, here's your format,
Which, by the way,
here's your time, we're going to move you as we want.
which, by the way, like a lot of people dump on WWE's programming, but that's kind of to what you're saying. That's kind of what happens with them. Now, some of that is on them. They could be a lot more rigid at times, but I just don't think they want to play with fire like that.
I don't know, man. It really is Wild West. Every other company feels like it's been kind of hanging on.
Yeah.
And a lot of places have found a good place for themselves. But it never feels like they're going to like grow anymore. I hate to say this. I don't feel like PWG wants to grow. Respected as all hell. But they almost willfully are like, no, we don't want to go to bigger venues. This is us. It's exclusive and it's amazing as a result. ROH, I feel like they really get the whole Sinclair stuff. Like, hey, we're gonna throw in our chips with Sinclair, and it's like, all right, this feels like it didn't. Where are we? There's nothing with us. Okay, cool, man. What's up? And then poor Impact.
Yeah.
Just getting shuffled around a dial. There's a point at which, they started on Pursuit Network, and they've done their best to try to promote it. Out at the same time, it's like, man, once you were done with Pop, I almost feel like if you could have made money before YouTube got screwy with being YouTubey, then you would have almost been better going there as a privately produced company, promoting yourself on YouTube and or Twitch. But the money model is different. Can you survive a transition and build yourself up? And it gets to the point of, do you have the talent that's willing to invest that risk in a company to help build it from losing network or losing some sort of network deal to we're going into this Wild West? Or does somebody like an AEW have a chance to start from scratch? All weird stuff.
Patrick says, I'm with you. I see what they're doing, but I still can't tune into Impact. If ever there's a time, now that they're on Twitch, it's more likely to happen.
Yeah.
10 o'clock on a Friday, I can do. It's just I have to train myself to do that. And again, now Killer Cross is feuding with him, and I dig this Killer Cross character. And I hate to tune in because of a bad guy wins. I hate to be that guy, but I'm much more interested in him than Johnny Impact.
Yeah.
And I like Johnny Impact. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I like Johnny Impact.
What a fine Intercontinental Champion you would be.
You know?
Okay. United States Champion you would be.
I mean, I would have been cool with him at a time being WWE champion. I just hate
He was fantastic as an ECW champion.
And I think
for what that ECW championship
even
was.
as Underground
Lucha Underwear.
Lucha Underwear Takers champion.
Oh man, you got punched.
The I hate the idea because that's what TNA and Impact have done. Is let's get this WWE guy, let's put him the champ. It's no fault of his own.
I think that's very specifically what AEW is going to steer away from.
Mm-hmm. And
it isn't. We're going to build on the popularity that he had there.
Yeah.
It's we're going to let them be themselves here.
Yeah.
And have their creative control. So, like, if a revival we're able to get to an AEW, it's going to be very different. A Cody is going to be very different here than he would have been in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
A natural Dustin Rhodes, Dustin Runnels, natural Dustin, Dustin the Natural, very different than what a WWE product would be.
'Cause we'll probably won't be able to use the Rhodes name unless he actually asks, because he might. Cody doesn't want to because he doesn't want to have to.
Yeah.
But it's also been better for Cody to not use the name.
The fact that he can get over with just the name Cody is pretty impressive.
Rich says, I think it's more like old territories in AEW.
Which is weird because, I mean, it feels like that's what WWE is trying to do on a more macro level.
Rich says, don't say TNA. Impact is not TNA. I know it's not. But that's still that same mentality of let's make a WWE guy our champion. TNA
Who's the
did that
biggest
for
name
years.
here? He got made over there, but whatever. We're going to latch onto that now.
I feel like the last one that it was like, okay, that makes sense, was Christian. And then ever since then, it's just like, let's just put this WWE guy there.
Yeah.
It was Anderson, Hardy, Matt Hardy to a lesser extent. Now, EC3 actually he made his name. He made himself there.
I was more interested in EC3 as a result of that.
Yeah.
Because he was the self-made man that was down there, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I it's shameful that they never learned that lesson. If you bring somebody in that was kind of big and you're building up, and you're building up to that, you'll never get bigger than that. But if you build from the ground up, somebody can come in there and elevate everybody.
What's funny is Lashley worked as their champion too.
I was fine with that.
Yeah. Just Johnny Impact. It's
That being
partially
said-
that name is awful too.
That being said, when somebody makes the transition over to WWE and does well, I'm happy. And I mean, granted, Lashley went back and then forth again, but he still looks as young as he ever did, which is amazing. He looks younger and more fit now. You could tell me he's 48 years old, and I'd be like, believe you. He's 48 years old. Did you know that? Did you? Sorry.
Gabby Torres asks, hey, you think the Finn will beat Lesnar? We talked about that earlier. It's actually, for once, a crapshoot.
I will say, sadly, he will not.
Probably not, but TV says he does win.
That being said, the Lesnar-Bryan match, did you enjoy it?
A lot.
Brock wanted to work that match, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
It was good, right?
Bring them boots, Brock. Let's work. I mean,
Guess who else Brock is excited to work with?
yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah. And, maybe
it's
that
gonna
might be all Balor needs.
It's going to lend credibility. But I told you, Balor's been sequestered off on his own. He's having a feud over there by himself in a cave.
Rich Embry says they need Cage as champ in Impact. I 100% agree. I'm not huge on Cage, but he's somebody that they can brand as theirs. Even though he technically, he's worked Lucha and I think a couple other places. He's somebody they can brand as theirs and not some WWE retread.
Right.
And he can be an Impact guy. I'm for that.
Yeah.
I was even buying Austin Aries.
I liked Austin Aries as an Impact champion.
Yeah.
What happened?
Who knows? Because I've seen neither hide nor hair of him.
Literally, what happened to him?
You know?
Where's he at now?
I know he was like people were like trash talking him on the internet, and he was finding it and eviscerating them.
I'm sure. He's got the time to be awful now.
Yeah. I don't.
Is he a guy that you could see going to AEW?
Aries? I don't know. It seems like Aries has kind of burned a lot of bridges.
Yeah. He's got a reputation that has followed him everywhere, and he's done nothing to kind of discredit it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But he's somebody that would be great for that.
I don't know. You know what? We talk about AEW hasn't sported a big roster yet, but they're making it a weird place of opportunity. They're they're having a lot of goddamn faith. They're really telling a tall tale, and if they can stick by any of
Over
it,
in tall trees.
yeah. If they can deliver on half of what the possibility is, it's gonna be something amazing. I'm still watching the countdown time. 7.
Dummy. Yeah.
I still feel like he's their guy.
I should be.
He can work as a good guy too.
I think one thing I watched, it had like him doing Pursuit Network, pushing Pursuit Network and making it seem credible.
Dummy. Yeah.
Shut up, dummies. He did that again.
Shut up, dummies! I'm talking.
Came out. Eddie Edwards was out there, and he's ripping into Edwards, saying something about, look at you becoming like this hardcore guy, and like everybody starts chanting something, whatever. Shut up, dummies.
Whoa.
I love it. That could be easily switched to a good guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, it works better for a bad guy.
Well, I mean, it's the Elias transition. Is Elias a bad guy now?
Nope.
Has he changed much of what he's doing?
Not really.
Nope.
Other than
He's
shut up. I'm playing.
Well, yeah, it's because it was all of you be quiet, shut up, to hey, you be quiet, shut up.
Yep.
Subtle, different, directional, same thing, just and good to go.
Good looking dude, good worker, outstanding on the mic.
His guitar work has improved quite a bit too.
Well, yes, but I was talking about Eli Drake.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Elias.
Him too. They're both great.
Yeah.
Did you see Eli Drake ran into the Undertaker?
Yes, I saw that picture. That poor old man. Well, he's an old man, being an old man, doing old man things.
I guess the rumor mill is that he's going to the Hall this year.
Please.
He's on the Twitter now too. At Undertaker, if you want to follow him.
Like legit, he got Undertaker?
Mm-hmm.
Has he had that for years and just never used it? Or did they just boot that real wrestling fan?
He doesn't make
that
mistakes.
t-shirt?
He buries them. I don't make mistakes. I bury them.
Is he in character?
No.
Oh, good. I would have been fine with
Other
either
than
answer.
saying he buries them. Because he did tweet that.
Where does it say he's tweeting from? Does it say from Death Valley?
Mm-mm.
I heard that he does that like on Instagram.
Austin
He
Aries is a dick.
Well,
That's what I hear.
groundbreaking analysis right there, man. I don't mean that. I don't mean that garbage. Just like, yeah, that's pretty much universal. Universal at this point. Yes, the Undertaker Instagram apparently.
Come on, fucking guy.
Austin. Terrible.
You know who I want to see in AEW?
Oh, okay.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy?
I'd love to see El Dandy.
Well, he's a real jam-up guy.
I'd love to see El Dandy. He's a great wrestler.
All the WCW cruiserweights.
Yeah.
Silver King.
L.A. Park.
I wish
Elijo de L.A. Park.
I wish just in one place where I could reliably watch the entire Park family. I want La Parka. I want L.A. Park. I want La Park. I want City View Park. I want Ray Park, who played Darth Maul. I want anything with Park in it.
What about Elijo de L.A. Park?
Then yes.
Okay.
All the EHOs. Bring in all the EHOs. You know what? Bring the EHOs too. The more Park I
What
got.
about James Eha?
Did he come back?
Yeah.
Oh, he came back to the. Who didn't come back?
Darcy.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
She doesn't want to stop doing drugs, so
Happens.
Underwear taker.
Some people would call that.
Yeah, L.A. Park is really heavy.
I'm fine with this.
He's always been kind of heavy, but now he's like old and heavy.
Yeah, but
he
he's
still flies.
He's like 60 and like, I'm doing it. It's the best. Hey, man, masks are ageless.
Yeah.
The shoulders and the hips, though. What he does to himself.
You know us. Okay, so again, I apologize. We're all over the place, but we were talking about ML.
No, I'm almost ready for LA Park.
Well, it just brings me to MLW.
Yeah.
Filthy Tom Lawler versus Low Key coming up, and that is going to be good.
You know what I want? I want somebody to ask Low Key how he feels about Austin Aries.
Yeah.
Because Low Key kind of has that same kind of rep. Mm-hmm. I just want to hear Low Key say, nah, man, that dude's That would make me very happy. Like, and he would know. There you have it, folks. It's official. I want to see them the two of them argue about who's like
Who's the more of
who's
the
got
dick?
who's got worse of a rep.
Loser leaves town match.
Loser is a lesser dick.
Loser's dickless.
Okay, fine with that. Somehow Joey Ryan is special guest referee. Makes sense.
Famous dick wrestler Joey Ryan.
You see him and Adam Page teaming up,
Yes.
and they flipped together. It was amazing. I'm surprised anybody lived.
Vampiro.
Aw, I liked Vampiro for a minute. What? Back in the day, he was cool.
All right.
I liked it in the WCW, like weird, like, well, he ain't Sting, but it's close. Whatever.
Scimitar X is my creation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, it says Scomitar here. I assume that's a typo because then he says Skimitat. I wonder if he's trying to say scimitar.
I think he's trying to write L.A. Park. And you know what?
LA
I
Park.
agree. I agree. Yeah.
Vampiro. Child of the Wiccan.
All right, look. There was that transition time.
Hero.
'Cause I think that was like
Vampiro.
part of the discussion we were having before shows. Who today would be better in the 80s and who the 80s would be better today. Vampiro's right in that middle where he was only good for like a couple years. And then it was like, you don't quite belong here. You didn't quite belong there, but you also don't quite belong here.
Vampiro.
All right. You know who else is in that weird middle part that, like, you're not quite the 80s, not really 90s. You damn sure ain't today. Alex Wright. I loved Alex Wright. I was like, wait. As a child, I was confused. I was like, I thought we were supposed to hate Germans because my parents were older.
Well, you were supposed to hate Alex Wright, except for like
But then
initially he was
started
a
dancing.
babyface. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was still a bad guy. He was still a smug douche, and he danced.
My people. Well,
You were supposed to hate Alex.
who hates dancing? What dancing have you? Oh, disco. All
Yeah,
right.
that's why they eventually teamed the Boogie Nights. I haven't gotten there yet because WWF Superstars has hit the network.
What?
My life is over.
Hold on. Breaking news. What has happened?
My life is over.
No, I don't care about that part. The other part.
WWF Superstars has hit the network. I watched the first one the first one available, October 7th of 1992.
Okay.
Guess what the thumbnail is?
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm thinking. Hold on. I want to see Max Moon versus D'Lo Brown. No,
D'Lo wouldn't have been in the company in 92.
I don't know time and space. I don't know how this works. But I was close with Max Moon.
No.
Max Moon versus Skinner.
He would have been in the company, I think, in 92, but he wasn't on
I
the program.
just want more Max Moon. Give Conan's okay, but Max Moon's my jam, yo.
Okay.
How does one hate? These things are big and heavy. Ow, my arms are on fire.
So I'll tell you this. This is how
Yeah.
the show starts.
Okay.
Bret Hart just won the championship off of Ric Flair in
Happens.
Saskatoon.
Whoa.
Mr. Perfect keeps going, Saskatoon. Who the hell? Saskatoon. And he slapped Vince McMahon on commentary.
Wait, was this on Superstars?
Yes, this was on Superstars.
So what was the match that this commentary was happening over?
Oh, this was
So it
in
was
between.
Perfect and Vince on commentary.
Mhm. This was in between. By the way, these are almost all squash matches.
As well they should be. I love a good squash match. They
Oh, yeah.
build people, man. I love seeing people that like end up becoming people later being in squash matches.
Guess who was the thumbnail?
Oh, wait.
They were only a team for a minute.
Ooh.
I'll give you that much. They were really excited that Bret Hart won the championship off of Ric Flair.
I'm going to take a drink. Hold, please.
I'll give you another hint.
Huh?
This team wrestled at the Survivor Series that year. They wrestled against Ric Flair and Razor Ramon.
Oh, my God. Is this again, time-wise, is it high? Is it them?
No.
No? Oh, I would have been very excited for that. I would have gone back for that. Ew, who is it then?
The Ultimate Maniacs.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Macho Man Randy Savage and Ultimate Warrior. Both wearing the cool glasses.
Is this like a weird show of not faith, but we realize you're a marketable thing, Mr. Savage. But do we have to call you Mr. Savage?
I think this was he won the championship. Actually, I guess 92 would have been before he won the championship.
The Ultimate Maniacs.
The second time.
Oh my
Because I think Flair wins it back off of Hart, and then Savage and Flair at Mania the next year, I think. I think next year's 93 is 8. Don't hold me to that. My dates might be off.
Yours are way closer than mine. I was hoping for high energy, man.
Speaking of,
Huh?
well, that's how we'll close it before our last thing.
Oh.
So the tough questions, new segment. The tough questions. High energy, new foundation. The tough questions. Which is it?
Thought this was a tough question.
It's a tough question. I mean, it depends. Are you a Coco Beware guy or are you a Jim the Anvil Neidhart guy?
You know, yes. You know, I'm going high energy because I was a child. I still kind of am, but I was then too. And they had the like checkerboard pants on. And I was like, this doesn't make sense.
So did the new foundation.
Well, okay, but it was no, though it wasn't though, was it? Did they just take Coco's pants and give them to the Jim?
I think it was Strike That, Reverse It. I don't know which one was first. I don't remember.
I'm not sure they do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just Coco left, but that's sad. Oh, I brought it down. Oh, I'm low energy.
You can answer that on our Twitter machine. That's going to be
Which
up there
one
for
are
a
you
couple
going
days.
with? You've obviously thought about this. My gut reaction is, give me some Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Give me
I
some
don't know,
high
I'd have
energy.
to watch the matches again.
Because I want to see like Owen look weirdly uncomfortable around that bird. Like,
Technically speaking,
huh?
as a tag team, New Foundation should be better
Should be better.
because that's tag team wrestling there. The big brute and the guy who can get around.
And
Kinda
well,
fast.
the seasoned vet too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, the Anvil had been Mr. Tag, man. Had he had any singles success anywhere? No. You know why? Because he didn't want it. Because he was a tag team specialist when we still had tag team specialists. Ooh.
When does Sonata come out?
Okay. You think? Sorry, that just blows up in a whole dumb thing for me. It's like, you think anyone from New Japan that WWE might be trying to steal?
Didn't the rumor mill have Kushida?
Kushida definitely wants to go. He's going. And remember a good guy, Tamatanga, tweeted about it. Oh, man. Kushida wanted to join Billy Club? Oh, I wish I knew. God. Such a great talent
He meant
lost.
Kushida. I don't know. I guess I imagine, doesn't New Japan's contracts run through January, right?
Some do, some don't.
So
But
he
it's-
might be free.
I think Kushida's free now. Yeah, I think.
So maybe he shows up at the Rumble.
But I don't know what it is. 'Cause
Or maybe
no,
205.
No, that's what I hate, man.
Yeah?
It's like, oh, you're Japanese, cool, go to 205. Meanwhile, 205 is putting out some great product.
Yeah.
But at the
Then why
same
do you
time,
hate
it's
it?
like, part of me wants to see it built. Part of me also wants to see more respect for some dudes coming in. But then it's like, I don't want 205 to be a disrespectful thing.
To
because
me,
it's
it's
great.
not. Like, that's, I mean, you've
Oh,
built,
Tommy was fantastic.
yeah, first of all, I kind of want Tommy to go to SmackDown.
Yeah, but that's the thing you have to say. You want him to go to SmackDown.
Just because Dana Bryan's there,
Mm-hmm.
Shinsuke's there. Like, those are the guys I want to see him work.
Yes, NXT Japan. hey, not out of the realm of
I
possibilities.
know. I don't know if they would do Japan necessarily, but
NXT Taiwan.
NXT China.
China's a hard place to do things in.
Yeah, well,
But that being said, that what was it, OWE?
Mhm.
Go watch some clips of that. Yeah, they've got some production money behind them, man, and they good.
NXT India.
I'm good.
I'm just saying, like, these are places
wait,
that they've
wait.
done business with.
Do I get more
WWE's done
Kavita
business
Devi?
with. Probably.
Yeah, I'm in. I don't know where you put Kushida, but yeah, I got a feeling
NXT.
He goes NXT.
Maybe he
potentially.
shows up Saturday at Takeover. They haven't done that in a while.
Debut at a takeover.
Well, not a debut, just like he's there.
They were making a big deal about it. Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole. Neither one of them are on the takeover show, but it's still a stacked card. That's how deep and big that is. Also,
Did you see Dream's tweet?
No. But
He was
my
like-
first thought was Dream Rumble.
It's
please.
got to be, right? He's got to be.
That would be so good. Was Dream having a match with anybody, you know? Is Dream feuding with anybody? Because Ricochet and Gargano paired off. Black and Tomato Champs have paired off. And where's
There's
there
nowhere for Dream.
nowhere
right now.
for Dream to go right now?
Is there a
Is this time for him to
it's
move?
Ono and
Riddle?
Riddle? So that's your. Then that just leaves Baszler and Belair, obviously, and then the tag match.
If Belair loses, I'm going to be sad, but she's also a jerk. But she's really good. If you're a jerk and you can back it up that well, I'm excited.
I don't think people will be booing her for much longer. There's nothing really to boo.
I'm glad to see somebody with some attitude being a good dude.
Yeah.
Because she's getting over on her ability and being amazing and being she's got some sass to her, man. Everything that would typically be bad, but then undefeated. You know? I hope that continues. I hope she gets, even if she doesn't take the title, which I don't think she would at this point, disqualification win.
I feel like Shayna might be, because they're pushing hard with this 4 horsewomen thing. I think Shayna and the other ladies will be leaving, showing up on WWE television.
Ooh. Oh, a 12-week build to Mania.
We'll see, man. All right. Do you got one last thing?
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
Because if you don't, I don't have to play this.
Oh,
if you
then
have
we
one,
need something. Oh, man. I don't
play
know.
this. Or, even better,
Oh, hey. I don't believe this story at all,
okay.
but whatever. You want this bit of, I think, probably garbage?
Okay.
Hey, one more thing. One more thing.
They're telling us we have to go.
Breaking news from PW Insider
Okay.
saying that Abyss and Sanjay Dutt are leaving Impact and are likely WWE bound.
That just,
I can't picture Abyss leaving and going to WWE.
at this point in his career.
Well, and again, I think it's like what makes you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think he needs to go over there, and I think he discredits his memory.
Look at Adam using the hashtag and everything.
I know, right?
Thanks, dude. Just real quick then, since he asked us right before we're about to get out of here. By the way, 2 a.m. Actually, it's just about 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. at this point over in the UK. Thank you, Adam. Is there anyone on the main roster you feel should have more of a push? I usually try to avoid questions like this because I like to see where people...
I like to see people make the most of wherever they happen to be.
Right.
Yeah.
But that being said, Ruby.
Okay.
I love Rue.
Okay.
And I feel like...
she should be top of roster,
absolutely.
not just in part of a small team.
yeah.
And
Well, and
that
I
would
mean...
raise the entire team's...
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, that may still be the case come Elimination Chamber, because Riot Squad very well could win the first tag team championships.
She suffers from being too good.
She's so good.
They look at her, hey, you're the good hand, so you don't need a belt to lift you up, but we're going to use you to make other people look good by losing.
And I mean, technically correct, and there's nothing wrong with being Mr. Perfect. There is nothing wrong with being Mr. Perfect, but even Mr. Perfect won the Intercontinental Championship a couple times.
Well, and that leads into my response to that, and you got psyched for this before the show. We didn't mention it. Apollo, yo.
Oh, yeah.
How do you need to... Okay, look. They gave him such a, simplest spot ever. Bad guy's going to do a thing, you do it and be silly, and you're going to get a huge pop for it. Guess what he got?
A huge pop for it.
It was amazing, and they did amazing work. They gave him a little bit of story. Simple. Dumb
Just go
story.
be yourself.
Yeah, just be have a personality, man. And he went on there and he had a personality.
I couldn't be happier for him.
And when you mentioned this, this was how you started that. You're saying the Intercontinental title on Bobby Lashley. Get it away from Seth. Get it away from Dean. They don't need that stuff.
Yeah.
They don't need that to lift him up. Looks good on Lashley. And Apollo's a hell of a feud for that. If it goes to Apollo, good. If Apollo just chases it with some effectiveness, it's good for both of them.
Yeah.
Apollo gets some time and looking great. And the crowd just goes
dancing,
wild.
and it was just fun. And I need more of that.
Yeah,
from
man.
Apollo. Absolutely.
Ruby and Apollo.
Yeah, SmackDown, generally speaking, man, we didn't even... The picture this week was Aiden English. We didn't even get to the fact that Aiden English is doing commentary for 205 now. He's still going to be a competitor on SmackDown.
Yeah, I hope it's not like end of career-y type stuff.
Nah.
But
Nah.
who was pulled out? Percy?
Percy. And again, it's weird. I like that team better than Percy on NXT. I'd prefer it's just two, Morrow and Nigel.
Well, I mean, those two fill up a lot of space, man.
Yeah.
And they're standing all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, there's always more wrestling, yo.
Yeah.
Always more. But you'll have to wait a week.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm pretty psyched that Adam was listening to the show this week. Thanks, dude.
Thank you. Not gonna mention anybody else. But
Well, I'm psyched
Thank
everybody
you.
was in here, actually. Rich Embry, Drew should be champion. Absolutely.
Gianna, who's hey everybody, we're #WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig what we do. The big push.
Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day.
That's not the big push. No.
Hashtag Justin is great.
Okay, that's
True.
fine.
Hashtag commitment.
Oh,
Speaking of, I wasn't sure if you guys knew this. That's hashtag commitment right there, Shaq.
get out of here with it.
Hey, girl. No one guards Gene Vandenham, but Gene Vandenham. Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day. Sorry, we missed a couple things while I was getting ready to get out of here.
#WrestlePals. The big push is patreon.com/ohijustin. OHHI Justin. Go there. That's the home of WrestlePals. That's where the finances happen. Keeps WrestlePals running. Keeps Deprogrammed running. Finest music show on the internet. It's the best. Check it out. That's right. We still got to talk about the Coheed. Yeah, we got to talk. And the home of the Oh Hi Justin pod, which is an exclusive to patreon.com/ohijustin. Well worth the money. Throw a buck. Keeps that big ass light on that's burning up the room, and help support a madman do madman stuff. Keep him going bananas.
It makes me happy.
I know, right? It's weird, and you can be a part of it. If you can't do that, at least participate. Reach out and show tonight. Fantastic. Why? Because you're watching, and we like interacting with you guys.
Yeah, you guys helped us fill out the show. Thank you.
Man. So you can contact either of us on Twitter @the Hulkster for Justin,
Not Bay
and
yet.
and then under that @the Hulkster. That's
me.
He'll answer, and he digs the participation. He's forever on there, all hours of the day and night. @the Nate Project is my Twitter, but I see it and it makes me feel weird. But if you want to do that, that's on. Go ahead, ruin my day. I don't care. It's fine. Go ahead.
Use hashtag Nate Appreciation
Go
Day
ahead.
for that.
But then the other homes for WrestlePals, man. Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. That's where the show streams live, and the best place to kind of interact with us while the show's going on. Or you can pick us up if you like the video version. YouTube.com. Spell out #WrestlePals. Watch the back catalog, see how wrong we were on literally everything.
It's the best.
Amazing. It's worse.
We like being wrong.
I got thinner there, and then I got on plump again. Oh no, it happens. Or if you don't want to look at ugly mugs, perfectly understandable. Pod is available everywhere pods can be got.
Forward.
All right, I'm going.
We still have a minute.
Oh, that's fine.
9.
Jeez. That's how we're logging off, by the way. I just did things out of order than what I usually did because I wanted to push the Patreon first because that's important. It's important.
It is. It keeps me going.
Let's see the YouTube. There's the podcast. There's the show Twitter, which is @WrestlePalsVA. Your Twitter, my Twitter. Don't tweet me because it makes me feel weird. Tweet Justin because he likes it.
Liv loves Justin. #commitment.
Commitment.
Make sure that if you tweet at Nathan, it's #Nate Appreciation Day.
We'll throw this damn phone. I swear to God. I think we need to countdown. You wanna catch the next one? You wanna watch?
Right.
Not this one. Here we go, Justin. Royal Rumble. It's the best. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I can't wait for this whole Sunday.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words to AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.